Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again with another episode of the Chelsea Career Mode on Xbox One. It's episode number 65 here today on your Monday afternoon, and we're starting today off with a game at home against Everton. Now, of course, we've got kind of weird loyalties here because, of course, we're at Chelsea in the My Player as well, and we're on loan at Everton in that series. So I know exactly what Everton are going to bring to the table, but whether we can counteract that is an entirely different matter. Of course, we currently sit second in the table, 4 points behind Arsenal, and hopefully trying to close that gap here. We are the only team remaining in the league that are undefeated, and the first half was quite a bore, really, to be completely honest. First instance or first highlight actually came on the half hour there, and then they were going to come up the other end. Nice roulette there from Ross Barkley. Sends in Stephen Naismith, who actually hits the outside of the post just a couple of minutes before the first half break, and we're actually going to go in at half time, genuinely one shot each. But the second half livened up a little bit, and we were able to hopefully create some more chances, and it's exactly what we were going to do here. Lucas Piazza getting played in behind, but it was only a good save from Joel, and then a fantastic double save and an even better block from Alcaraz that stopped us from taking the lead on the hour mark. Three absolutely tremendous bits of defending, make sure that we stay goalless, pushing further on into the half. But Modric is going to play in Luis Muriel down this left-hand side this time. He's going to push on himself, Luka Modric here, get himself on the edge of the box, tries to finesse it towards that top far corner, but unfortunately can't quite keep the ball down well enough. It definitely had the whip on it, just too much elevation to cause Joel any sort of trouble in that top right hand corner, but a decent effort nonetheless. So we're creating chances, hoping to get ourselves in front before the end of the game. But it was a bit of a slow game in all told, but Marco Van Ginkel was able to catch him on a counter-attack here, picks the ball up loosely off the defender. Luis Muriel played over the top, and I had to take this early. I was hoping it would move a little bit more than that and cause the goalkeeper a few more problems, but unfortunately it didn't, and we went in at full time with the scoreline 0-0. So we didn't concede, which is a good thing, but we also didn't score, which of course means we only get a singular point from that, which leads us not nicely into this game against top of the league Arsenal, but at least we didn't go into it with our first defeat in all competitions. So at least we're in good spirits heading into this game. Of course, it is a absolutely huge game away at the I almost said the Etihad there, away at the Emirates in the rain. You'll be able to see on your screen right now that with that draw against Everton, we've now moved up to 3 points behind Arsenal. With a win, we could go level on points with them, although their goal difference is vastly superior to ours. They really have been on top form this year, Arsenal. But we got in behind here early on. Mattia De Sciglio, of all players, finding himself on the edge of the box and striking it with his weak foot. And it was a really good effort, actually. Took a great save from Wojciech Szczesny to stop us from going 1-0 up early on. That was a really dodgy ball from the midfielder up towards Alex Pato, but again it took a great save from the Polish goalkeeper to stop us from taking the lead. Pato clearly a little bit annoyed with the ball that was played up to him, perhaps wanted a better ball forward, but he almost managed to grab a goal here from the following corner as well. Another good save from the goalkeeper before Arsenal eventually scramble it clear. And they had a corner of their own up the other end. A little bit later on, Thomas Vermaelen challenging in the air. It's going to fall to Lucas Podolski at the far side of the box. Try and set up Radza Nainggolan, who's a very good midfielder, and he strikes it well, but Petr Cech is on hand as well. So it's been good goalkeeping displays all round so far in the opening game and a half. We remain 0-0 at half time here against Arsenal. Now we're going to head into the second half, and I'm going to make a couple of changes. They brought on Özil as well, but I made a change bringing on Royce and Ramirez for Vidal and Oscar. Oscar's fitness just is so bad. His stamina is terrible. You can start him on full fitness, and by the hour mark he's already ridiculously tired. So I had to take him off regardless, and I freshened things up in the middle. But Karim Benzema almost put Arsenal 1-0 up there. 20 minutes to go on the clock, and that was a beautiful ball in, and he actually headed it on target initially, but it just bent away from goal at the last minute. You see there, just swerves away from goal and meant that Petr Cech had all of his angles covered. So we're 5 minutes from time now. Ramirez picks the ball up from the player in the middle of the park. Lovely three-headed ball through the channel to Marco Reus. Cuts inside, and the defender has absolutely no leg to stand on there. He left Marco Reus with no leg to stand on. Hooks both of his legs away. You'll see from the replay. Koscielny, definite penalty, definite yellow card. Nice Ronaldo chop inside. Koscielny just gets nowhere near it. Marco Reus goes down, and we have the chance to win the game in the 89th minute. It's just 4 seconds left in the 89th minute. Andre Schürrle steps up initially. I was going to have a look through to see if there was any better penalty takers in the side, because I didn't think Schürrle had too good a penalty in him. But 84 is his penalty rating, so we're going to let him take it. The controller was shaking no end here, but Andre Schürrle smashes it right into the top left-hand side. Wojciech Szczesny is absolutely motionless in his goal, and Schürrle races away to celebrate in front of the Chelsea fans. They're going absolutely ballistic. They know this is going to take us joint top of the table final. Although, of course, we won't be top outright because of Arsenal's goal difference, but it puts us in a fantastic position moving forward, and that is how the game was going to end. Schürrle penalty making the difference. Only one goal in this episode, but it was one hell of a crucial goal. 4 points picked up in the opening 2 games. Now, actually, I ran out of time when I was recording this session. I had to go out, so unfortunately, there's only 2 games in this episode. So I did put a squad report at the end here because, again, a few of you have been asking for a squad report. It's been a couple of weeks since we did one, so apologies that this video is a little bit shorter than the usual. Tomorrow's will be a little bit longer than usual to try and make up for that if I can possibly do so. But I'll leave the squad report in the background. Of course, as always, feel free to pause the video at any particular point should you wish to have a look at anyone's stats in any closer detail. The main improvements are, of course, Rafael Varane. They're 88 overall now, and then Eden Hazard at the bottom. We'll mention that when we get to him. Mangala's improving as well. Deshido also. But so that's going to bring this video to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. If we could hit over 150 again, that would be absolutely wonderful. Tonight we have the World Cup final in the Mission Maracanã. It's going to be a live com for the World Cup final. Eden Hazard, 89 rated, by the way, absolutely superb. £32 million is his value at the minute. He's definitely going nowhere, and it would take, I think, 100 million plus bid for me to part with Eden Hazard right now. But yeah, Mission Maracanã tonight, World Cup final, live in your sub boxes at 7:30. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do so that you don't miss out. There'll be a link in the top right hand side of your screen to do so, and also a link in the description as well. Links down there also for my Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me over there. And of course, feel free to check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the weekend or last week. My player went up both Saturday and Sunday, and there will be a link in the bottom left hand side to the previous episode in this series, which is of course from last Friday. If you don't know what and when I upload, then there is a schedule in the description and on the about page on the channel itself, so you know exactly what to expect from me and when to expect it into your sub boxes. But yeah, that's all from me for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we can win that World Cup final later. You'll have to wait and find out, but we'll have my player tomorrow as well as another episode of this. But that's all from me for now, so I'll leave you with the squad report in the background. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time.